with a quick little online game, maybe just a 3+2, just to get me warmed up. Now, I am no good at 3 minutes plus 2 second increment, but we'll give it a go anyway. Okay, I don't like playing this opening. I don't think anyone does. It's a very boring game, but it's what it is. Around 10% of people play this opening. It's very popular, and I don't know why. Let's force his bishop off the game. Okay, so now I've got the bishop pair, but he's got an open file. Let's keep my bishop. What's he doing there? What's he doing there? Covers this square. How do I make progress here? Let's get rid of his knight. Kind of want to go here. If he castles queenside, I can now push my pawns up. I just got to get rid of this one first. Okay. Do I need to be worried about that? I don't think so. I want something here. Maybe I'll go here. Okay, what's he doing there? He wants to put his queen in front. Alright, let's trade bishops then. This pawn is pinned. Attack this pawn. Let's double the rooks. Okay. Okay. Could go here. Attack this pawn. How does he deal with that? Seems a bit dangerous, but I'm going to do it. If he pushes, okay, so he wants to trade, he really wants to trade. Let's go back. If he goes here again, I can actually go here. Again, risky, because then he can go here. Okay, so he goes there, that's fine. I just need to double my rooks to unleash their power. Okay, that's a mistake. Is it though? Take, 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 check, move. Let's just go here first. Okay, it could still be a mistake. Let's just... Now he castles. No. He really wants to force those queens off. Alright, I gotta play faster now. That's what happens when we play fast. Oh. Nah, it's over now. It's over with 2 minutes on the clock, it's over. That's a shame. That's a shame. Let's have a quick review. Okay, so I did have a few winning moments. I wonder if it was when... So looking at this. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Yeah. Didn't quite work, with a little bit of an imbalance, but yeah, it didn't quite work. And then yeah, what's the move here? Ah, okay, now it works. Why does it work now? Ah, because the bishop. Okay, that's what happens when we play fast games. We don't get the quality moves in. I'm gonna go one more. I'm gonna go one more just to warm up. Oh, that was just bishop. Take the bishop. That was take the bishop. Knight takes and then bishop. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Yeah, double. That time it was take the bishop. Wow, I need my coffee. I need my coffee. Losing. That was just take the bishop after queen takes, bishop takes, and I'm up a free piece. But we're doing it for the challenge, right? Doing it for the challenge. If he goes back, I'm pushing. Now he has to go here. Yep. I takes, give it a check, and use my knight to get in. Let's go here. Try this. Now he'll pin, and I'll castle. Do I need to castle? I don't think I need to castle. There we go. Put your bishop over here. Okay. If I take now, he takes. Oh, he has to deal with check first. Okay. Okay, his bishop is kind of funny looking. This pawn next. How do I get this pawn? I go here. First I take. Oh, do I want this pawn first? Yeah, I do. I want this pawn first, and then I want the check here, and he goes down here, and then I go here, and it covers the square, and I take this pawn. But now I can go here. That's alright, because then I go here. And now I can I kick him away? At a later date. Let's first get these sorted out. New target. New target. Now I need to start pushing here to distract his king, take this pawn, go here, okay. Dazzo, thank you for the likes, welcome, welcome. Let's go up here. And let's put the piece one square further away. Now you can't go here. I can clean up this pawn. We'll go here. And I'll take this pawn. Now I've got to be careful. Let's just go here. Let's go here. I mean, I'm trying to get better. Okay, we got the fork. You should resign now. There we go. You should resign. Get out of my game. Nah. That was There was a few blunders in there on my part. Let's have a look. So, it gives up one straight away. That can't be good. You can't tell me that's intentional. That's just autopilot there. Yeah, cheap tricks, not gonna happen. Give a little pin. Maybe here I could have actually gone here, but I think that was fine. And now I get like a Slav defense with the bishop outside the chain, so I'm pretty happy here. I want to trade off double, and here I know there's mistakes here. If I take, he takes, I take, he takes, that's normal. And now if he takes, I take, he takes, I take, still normal. And here he made a mistake. I should have just gone here. That would have been the move. But in typical fashion, I've got 2.5 minutes left in a 3-minute game, and I just make the quick move to double his pawns. So this is why I don't play blitz much. But I'm still winning here, so it's okay. Happy to separate his pawns and get the file. Now here I could have castled, but I feel like, hello, how are you? Welcome.
Hello. Hello, welcome to the party.
Okay. I don't know why my text-to-speech bot is sounding British today, but let me just clear that fake message on Twitch. There we go. And now, where was I up to? So I could have castled here, but I think going up here is better. And now we take, and he's got another pawn that can't go anywhere. Just want to make sure I keep the file. Take. He goes over here. Take, and then I win another pawn. Now, I think taking that pawn is correct. Bro, I'm being
Yo man,
spammed.
just came across your stream and dropped a follow. I respect the hustle. I actually know a big Twitch streamer with over 500k followers who helps streamers grow with real viewers.
Twitch is annoying, man.
And supporters who donate and sub regularly. If you're
annoying.
serious about taking your channel to the next level, I can connect you with his
Giant spam
who
message.
helped him at him on Discord, Edward Agent Pro, and tell him Pulsevector sent you. This could be a very good help.
Hey.
Hello, welcome to the party.
There we go, welcome to the party. So I could take this pawn, or I could go back here and take this one, because he can't push here, but I figure take this pawn, have him move, is a bit better. But then I oversaw that. So maybe taking this pawn was good. But yeah, we don't want to ski on now. I'm just done with my blitz, and now I'm going to do some training on the board. So I don't really play bullet. I barely play blitz. But this game is good enough to analyze. Hold this pawn. King's doing a great job. I just need to get this pawn next, and then these pawns will fall eventually. Let's have a look. So, one more move, make the king get further away from the action. Take. This pawn will fall next turn. And then give another check. Well, I could have given another check. I'm glad I didn't give it another check, actually, because looking at that, I remember I got to go here first. I got to stop the king from getting any sort of chance. Give him a check. If he had have gone here, well then that would have been game over because he would have had to have gone back up and then here. If he had have gone here, I get the fork. He can't go here, so his only moves here were to go back. Not like that. So if he had have gone back, how would I win these pieces? Well, I guess I don't even need to now. I can just sort of start pushing up. I would like to put my knight somewhere that restricts his bishop from coming back into the game. And I guess push here and then bring the king over to take this pawn would have been fine. But yeah, with one pawn left, he's not going to win this. So let's have a look at the game review real quick. Wow, I was actually losing. I actually missed something. What did I miss? So I know I missed the free piece. But then I made a huge mistake. So let's have a quick look before we have a look at the engine. I don't see anything, apart from missing out on the free piece, which would have given me a winning game. I don't see anything wrong with my position. Oh, he was winning. I blundered. What did I blunder? Trapped queen. Wow. Well, here, push. So it's not trapped queen, it's just a very unpleasant. So you should play here. No. And then if I go here, it is a trapped queen. Well, that's clever. Good to know. Good to know. So, I blundered. He blundered. Yes. Okay. And then I missed taking the free piece. So two bad moves in here. Two bad moves. Now, this is good. And this is the best move. Why is this not the best move? It is. Okay. So they're both good moves. That's good to know. Alright, let's have a look at the game review. That was the game review. Let's have a look at the highlights. 87 to 82. 2050 game rating. I mean, since it's two mistakes in the opening, I don't really consider that a 2000 rated game. Just take the bishop straight away, get rid of that. Wait, I thought taking the bishop would have been a mistake. Oh, that's right, check. So he's got to go here, and then go here. Get rid of that bishop. Yeah, that bishop was painful. I think getting rid of that bishop is a good idea. Yeah, so that was slightly better. Yeah, it's all over from here. It's all over. So, just block that bot on there we go. So we'll ban that bot because we don't need that kind of nonsense in here. And now let's get into some training. I think the board is charged up enough. Whoops. Let's get the board turned on. There they go. There we go. There we go. The mind tricks. All right, so we've got the board on. Let's get into go to practice and let's go to drills and endgame fundamentals. And we'll go for opposition outflanking. So our king is pretty far away, and I don't know how to do these, by the way, so this is a bit of learning for me. Let's have a look. You do not need opposition. The distant opposition on the e file is of no value because your king cannot use the e5 square. So e5 square, they say we don't need opposition. And that's exactly what I was going to go for here. I was going to go here, he goes here, I go here, he goes here, and I go here, and I've got opposition, and then he needs to move. So that was my logic, so I'm going to try it anyway. And now it's a drawn game. And now it's a drawn game. So let's go through and learn from our mistake. And now it's a win. Okay. Let's see if I keep opposition if it's still a drawn game. Okay, so it's a win. So I don't really understand what was going on there. Now if I go here and he takes and I take it, he goes here and I go here and he goes here and I go here and he goes here and I go here and then he goes here and I go here, that's winning. If I go here, he takes, I take, he goes here, I go here and then he goes up, then I go here and then he goes here and then I go here and then he goes here and then I go here, that's a draw, so I can't do that. And this is now just simply one, so that only one puzzle? Oh, I thought that was going to be more. Okay. Bruno, welcome back, welcome back. Happy 2 a.m. So I'm not digging these training exercises. I'm gonna go to puzzles, and maybe I'll pop them back on a bit later. But the puzzles just feel so much better. So just gonna quickly get through the first 20. All right, let's get it set up. All right, so we're starting off with black to moon. Okay. So we don't want to be tempted by the free piece. We take, oops, we take with this one. They take back. And then we have check up here. If we go up here first, they take, we take, and then they take. white to move. That's cool. Got the battery for the checkmate. And if they take, then we've got check, and they can't block because they're pinned. This one's going to be black to move. Welcome, Brian. Pattern recognition and other stuff, yeah. Should be good, And only being 200 elo, that's fine. Everyone's at their own level. I try to tell myself that all the time. I'm trying to get higher as well. But no, it's good that you're doing it. I think playing a game like this is very good because it keeps you active. It keeps you stimulated as well. I did used to work at a club where they had bingo, and I think bingo is a great game because people are actively doing stuff. They're actively thinking and they're searching and they're trying to stamp out numbers to find patterns. And recently, a lot of clubs have moved to giving people tablets which do it for them, which I think is a terrible thing. I think people need to be active and doing stuff. So yeah, when it comes to pattern recognition and all that kind of stuff, I think it's very good that people are doing stuff. With bingo, the tablets will start highlighting the numbers for you, and obviously you're waiting to connect a full line. And if you're actively searching for the numbers and stamping them out yourself, that's a good thing. And then you call bingo. But if you're just letting a computer do it, and then it instantly calls bingo, that's a bad thing. So I think it's good. I think you've chosen a very good hobby to enjoy. And welcome to the channel, Brian. Welcome. This one's white to move. Now, if I do go through a pattern too quick, and anyone wants me to stop and revisit one, let me know. A pattern, a puzzle. So this one, the bishop has nowhere to go. So if we can take the knight and then the pawn recaptures, that's a fair trade. And then we can push the pawn, it's defended by the queen, and we win the bishop. This one's black to move. So that's a piece, but one of the problems with doing puzzles is you know that getting an equal position is not good enough. The first thing that I looked at here was I noticed there was a fork between the king and the queen, but it didn't do anything. I looked at this and realized that it's just equal material. That's no good. And then I looked at this. So we either win the queen or we win the game. Or we win a knight. Okay, when we're in check captures and blocks. Move captures and blocks. Game player, welcome.
Are we doing Puzzle Rush?
Yes, we are. We are doing Puzzle Rush. The record is 63, I think. Hoping to get around 50 or so. Now, moves captures and block. So we can block in 3 different ways. That's no good, that's no good. And that's no good. We can't capture, but we can move. So move seems like the right idea here. And again, we're going to capture because I don't see any immediate win here. It's just simply up a piece. I do play over the board, yes. And then here, I don't see a good block. Just blocking with a rook here doesn't really seem like it does much. So I need to move the king, and it's going to be moving to one of these 3 squares. You're welcome. You're welcome, game player. So the rook block comes with tempo, but then the queen just goes up here and we move. I'm not seeing any good reason there. Maybe here? I don't know. I don't know what is an overreaction here. So you reckon just block with the queen? Block with the rook. Let's see, what does white have? Oh, white's got the... Yeah, I'll be check the deck. Okay. Move the king, lose the rook. Fair. That's a good way to look at it. So, undefended piece. So if I move the king, for example, that's a losing the rook. If I move him here, check. Losing the rook. And if I move him here, check. Something. I don't know. So we'll go with moving the rook then. Let's try it. like your logic there. I like your logic. Having to move the king out of check is one of the more difficult puzzles for me. Unless it's like incredibly obvious, like this one is here with knight here, check. But then king goes there, so let's just have a quick look at it. First of all, let me just rotate the board. Okay. So with knight here and he goes here, we've actually got a free piece. And then we're threatening this here as well. Yeah. And of course, if he takes with the knight, that's a checkmate. I do. It's 1691. But I am a little bit inactive with FIDE. I only just got back into playing. I've played 9 games this year. 9 games this year. 5 wins, 2 draws, 2 loss. And everyone I played was around the 1650, 1700 mark. Except for one of the guys I lost to. He's been pumped up to like 1800. But yeah, I played in a division tournament. I think it was played in a division tournament. It was everyone was around the 16 to 1700 FIDE. Can never go back to king b6 because of queen e4. d4. Oh wait, I think Twitch is refeeding the chat. One sec. There we go. It wasn't an under 1800 tournament. No, it was a division tournament. So the club that I was playing at had about 120 people playing in a tournament, and they broke them down into divisions. So they had the top people in Division 1 that was limited to 20 people, and then Division 2 was limited to the next 20, and then Division 3, which was my division, was done for the next 30 or 40. So yeah. Yeah, they were classical games. They were 60 minutes plus 30 seconds. And it was a 1 game per week tournament. Alright, so white to move. White to move. This is a tough one because I would never be in a position like this because I don't do this kind of nonsense at the beginning. But knight here opens up for a discovered check. If only the knight was here, I could have gone for the checkmating pattern. But yeah, I think knight here. If bishop here, knight takes, we win. If bishop here and king goes here, then we go here, and it's still checkmate. Yeah. How about yourself? You play in tournaments? And Dominic over on YouTube, welcome. Nice to see you too.
Hello everybody, nice to see you. We guy.
How'd you go? How'd you go in your classical tournament? Alright. This one's black to move.
Scary chess. I finished second with Lincoln, won a nice cash prize.
Well done, well done. I'd press a little celebration button, but I don't have one. But that's well done. That's nice. 4.5 out of 5. Very good, very good. Second place. A 5-round tournament can be very difficult to get first place, even if you score perfectly. Depending on the numbers, sometimes it can just be a little bit too many people. Okay. So this one here, notice the fork straight away, but my knight is hanging. So simply take, they take back somehow, and then do the fork. Seems like the logic to me.
It was unfortunate because I didn't even get to play the guy who won.
So that's where you've just created your own personal villain in the chess world. It's now your mission to hunt him down in any tournament he's at and get what is rightfully yours. No, that's really cool. What was that, like a 2-day tournament or something like that? I feel like you're in America. Is that correct? Okay, we got this one. We got this one. You're in Canada, okay. I was close.
How did you lose all the muscles?
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's just the photo that I took is just very good lighting. That's all it is. I'm in not so good lighting now. If you see me in person, I'm like a medium of what you see now and what you see in the thumbnail. All right, so just a little medium. Yeah, I figured you were somewhere around that way because Pichu, welcome. Because I feel like they do shorter tournaments there, 3 rounds on one day and 2 rounds on the next. Now this one here had the problem of they got checkmate on the next move. So you can't take the queen because the king is pinned by the pawn, and you can't take the bishop because the queen will come back and then it's checkmate because you can't move here because of the knight. So you got to find a way out. And the first thing I looked at was here, defending. That doesn't quite do it because they can just push. But then, if we look at here, they're actually forced over here. And then if we take the king, the pawn, the king is forced to move here. And then the queen can come up. Whoops. And then the queen can come up. And then they go back. And then the queen goes here. And that's a checkmate. Yeah, this one was very straightforward. Very straightforward. And gameplay, did you mention your rating? Your FIDE? Okay. So this one's black to move. Okay. So a little bit going on here. They are threatening to promote, do stuff. They got their queen over here. Just form a battery is what I looked at. And do they have any way of stopping the queen from getting here? No. Yeah, Pichu, I think you got it. I think you got it straight away. Okay, so this one here, discovered attack, and you just got to think how to get rid of this. The queen is defending the knight. I wasn't really concentrating on that, but then I found this move attacking the queen and realized as soon as the queen moves away, we can take the knight for free. If the knight moves, we can take the queen. So this one here, if we take, they'll take, or we could go for a little bit more value. And then if they move their knight away, we get a knight for, we get a queen, we get a rook for a knight. So that seems good to me. Okay, and we just win the free piece. That was a good one. That was a good one. Weekend tournament, Friday to Sunday. So you do one game on Friday night, then 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. That's interesting. All right. Okay, I think this one just wins the queen. So knight takes bishop. If pawn takes, we've got check, and then when he moves across, we've got check. And if queen takes, then we just win the queen straight away. Pichu's on fire. Alright, so this next one's going to be white to move as well. Looks like mate in one. Mate in one. Yep. Queen c5. What do you mean, Queen c5? Oh, you were looking at it as if it was black to move. So Queen c5, yeah, but it's actually white to move. I can see how you got that mixed up though, because you can't really see the numbers as well. But I always look at the ranks down the bottom. So first rank, second rank, third rank will tell me it's white to move. But yeah, I will move. There is a little up the top here, just off screen. I will move that down so it says white to move, to avoid that confusion in the future. All right, let's have a look. First one's black to move. Checkmate in 3. Bishop is defending. Oops, that's not a queen, that's a rook. Never mind, 1 second. Still checkmate in 3. Maybe 4. Check, block, take, push, up. Next one's white to move. Question is, how does he stop the battery? If knight here, we take, queen takes, and then we still go in. So that seems pretty good to me. White to move. All right, white to move. Okay, this is just a ladder mate. Yep. Down, has to go down, come across. And the next one's going to be white to move. Alright, let's have a look. White to move. I know I'm overcomplicating this one, but I am looking at this move first, and then king has to go here. Then he goes across. He doesn't. So here, up, here, up, and then here. That's covered, that's covered. These are covered. That's covered. That's covered. And that's covered. Black to move. Alright, black to move. Okay. I'm actually not seeing this one. I'm actually not seeing this one. I don't know what that means, Pichu. So I feel like this one has something to do with adding pressure to the pinned piece, making a pinned piece, and then when they block, developing the other bishop, and we've got a second pin, and even if they block here, we can take, they can take, and then we can capture. That's what I'm looking at, and I'm not seeing anything better. That was a good one. What do I do for a living? I have a bunch of different jobs, but I've done a lot in the past, and I'm sort of right now just sort of doing chess. But I've done a lot in the past, from frontline management to coaching. for the last year, I was actually a chess coach. Mostly for people brand new to the game. What do we got? What do we got? The black to move. There are so many Chess with. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome. How are you today? This one here, I'm seeing that the rook has nowhere to go, and I was kind of torn between this move and this move. You know, I was under the impression that both the rook would take, and then the queen would come up for check, and then they would block, and then the queen would come in, and then they'd block. But this move here, the rook doesn't have to take, he can go back here. And then,
You are the best.
no, you are. And then, you go up here. Oh, really? Have you got it yet?
I bought the chestnut move because of you.
Which one did you get? Did you get the wooden or the plastic pieces? So yeah, I'm looking at two moves here, two candidate moves. If the rook goes back here, we can go here. And the rook will still fall. But if we go here straight away, then he has to take, and then we take, and we're one move closer. Wooden, good choice. You know, there's the wooden pieces or the plastic pieces. I've got the wooden pieces, but I have used the plastic pieces. I was actually hoping to get a set of the plastic ones as well, but they were out of stock. But I've got wooden pieces, so but I have used both. They're both good. They are both good. I prefer the wooden pieces, personally. So when I got my board, I'm glad I got the wooden pieces, but I wouldn't have been unhappy if I got the plastic ones. But I think a lot of us serious players prefer wooden pieces over plastic pieces. I don't know with this puzzle. I'm torn between this move here and this move here. Let me see. So this move here, he takes here, queen goes here, rook blocks, we take, they block, and then it's checkmate. That's good. And we go here. We actually win the rook for free because the king can't get out. So the rook can't help. What did I say? Yeah, so maybe the bishop here leads to checkmate. If we go here, he takes a take. Then the knight gets time to come in. I don't know, I'm leaning towards the bishop move now. I mean, the bishop move just looks so good. Oh, don't tilt. So let's see if it was a queen move while the board sets up the next position. What can they do here? Yeah, rook takes c2. That's what I looked at. Oh, I didn't see the bishop returning. They come back. That would be a devastating drive home from a tournament game to lose like that. Okay, let's continue. Black to move. Yeah, if you're 2,000 feet, you're gonna want the wooden pieces, I reckon. I was actually down at at an event where I was showing off this board, and yeah, the serious tournament players are definitely going to be a fan of the wooden pieces over the plastic ones for sure. Especially if you're 2,000 feet and you're used to playing on the top boards where the pieces and everything is honestly a nicer quality. I'm around the middle section, so I find myself playing on the boards that are either decent quality, but they're starting to get borderline terrible. You know, and I try to make it my goal to stay away from losing too many games to be put on the terrible boards where the pieces are all broken, the clocks are old, and everything's bad. But sometimes I get to play on the on like the nice top boards. So yeah, definitely fun for that one. So this one's black to move. Oh, that's nice. Knight e2 check. The king goes across, and then queen takes, and the bishop has the pawn pinned. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, Pichu got it. Pichu got it. So how long have you had your board now? This one's white to move. And Chessnut, as you know, I make videos on how to use this board. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. Let me know. You can always drop me an email, or you can always just leave a comment in any video on anything you want to see in the future with the board, and I'll see if I can make it happen. Oh, this is giving me flashbacks of trying to work through Checkmate in 2 workbooks, where it's all a bit strange. So it's white to move, and the first move I notice is here. Okay, surely this has to be checkmate, but I'm not seeing checkmate.
What chessboard do you have?
This is the Chessnut move. If anyone's interested, I'll pop my website up here, just real quick, and then I'll take it away. So take a screenshot if you need to. 3, 2, 1, and it's gone. And thank you for the follow. Yeah, this is the Chessnut move. So it's got like wheels underneath each piece, and they move around the board. So this one here, queen to d3, king to c5, and then what? Queen to d7, I think. Did I queen d7? Okay. So it's not checkmate in 2. They move across. Drop a check. They come down. Then drop a check. And then if they go here, it's checkmate. But what if they go here? Still checkmate. Okay. Blair, good to see you again. Welcome back. Welcome back. At the very start of this puzzle, I said it's giving me mate in 2 flashbacks, but it wasn't. It was a little bit longer than that one. But yeah, it's yeah. Definitely gave me flashbacks of doing really difficult checkmate in 2 puzzles when I saw that position. Turned out to be a lot easier, which is good. This one's going to be black to move. Black to move? Okay. Well, surely that has to be taking the rook. And then I think it's rule of the square.
Yo, that is so cool.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. So here, check. If he takes, the pawn will run. Check. If he goes here, then we've got this one here. He takes, take, and the pawn is out of the square. That's my... what is this one called? Ultra Vice Guava. It's a new flavor here, and by new I mean the newest. So it's probably not new anymore. I don't drink these often, but I do drink them from time to time. White to move. But usually I'm just stuck on the waters. Yes, that's a water. It's white to move, yeah, white to move. Okay, I was looking at the obvious check, but then after he goes here, I couldn't see a way to clear this pawn, move this knight, and get a checkmate. And this doesn't do anything because he's got the knight. And then I had to look at this one. If he blocks, I can take, that's fine. And he can only go here because the pawn is covering and the knight is covering. And then the rook comes up here for checkmate. Rook g3, knight g4, rook takes knight, king h7. Yeah, Peaches got it. The next one's going to be black to move. Okay, this one's got a lot of options, but it's going to be move order is very important. So, Christine, welcome. It's good to see you again. So we could take, and they take, and we take, and they go here, and we take, and they take, and that's checkmate. That's fine. But what if they don't take? What if they just take, and then we take, and then they move? So, what if we go here first? Trolls, rook g3 was for the last puzzle. That's the last puzzle. I'll show that real quick. Rook g3. Rook g3. And then it was going to be the rook g3, they block, and then it's checkmate up there. Alright, so back to this one. Thank you for the follow, and welcome. So, and thank you for the likes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Every bit helps. Yeah, I don't know for this one. So, one of these moves is correct. I just don't know which one. So, this one here, yeah, of course, if they take, then we've got a winning combination. But if they don't take, they take here instead. Where a knight versus a bishop. And I don't see the follow-up here. Yeah, we got this. But I'm not seeing the follow-up. But if we got here, he has to go here. Forcing move. Forcing move, so take away his options. And then take. I don't know. Take, check, then queen. Take, check, then queen. Take with check. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So queen takes. King moves to h1. Yeah, look, it's a free piece, but it's not a free piece. So we take, and they take. So we lose a knight, they lose a bishop. we have a leftover piece, and the game is equal. I think queen takes pawn first is the right move, but I just don't see the follow-up after it. There it is. Take. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take with the queen. The queen just seems like it's the right move. Yeah, I'm seeing the fork as well. The fork here, but the bishop helps it out. No, it's all right. It's all right. Everyone's welcome to voice their opinions, and if you get anything wrong, somebody can help you out and tell you why. And I think that's the good thing about doing these together is we all get to learn a little bit more. So yeah, when we looked at knight takes bishop first, there was a very clear reason why that was wrong. Okay, now knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, and then knight here attacking the queen. The queen is busy defending the rook, so she can't move. And if she tries to move, then we have checkmate. I think that's it. Knight takes knight, rook takes, we get the check. Knight takes knight, queen takes, we win the game. And knight takes knight, pawn takes, then we've got knight here hitting the queen. Yes. Didn't calculate this far, but at least we win the bishop. So knight takes queen, bishop takes queen, and then knight takes with check, and we're up a piece. That was a good one. That was difficult. What's my elo? About 1700 FIDE. I'm rounding up at 1691. All right, these ones just instantly stand out. It's like, hey, go here. They move somewhere. You go there. There is always something a little bit strange about these, but the first move is always queen here. So instead of going here, they went here. Just need to find the right move. It's not here because they can block, so it has to be here. And then they come in here or here, and then we go here. Queen h5, king d7, queen takes f5, queen e8, queen f7, yeah, that one's, once you hit a certain level, that one just obviously stands out to you. Always. The next one's black to move though. just stood out so easy. There's no point even working it out on the board. All right, black to move. Okay, so pawn takes a3. First, Benny, hello, welcome.
Hello, Hwigai.
All right, so the first one is check, and if he goes here, then we've got check, and then he goes here, and then we got check, and then he goes here, and then we got check. That's the first line I saw. Check, he goes here, check, he goes back here. We've got discovered checks, something good, anything good, we'll find it. Check, he goes over here. And then I'm looking at things like check, and then check, but I'm pretty sure this is the first move. Oh, I'm not worried about the queen attacking my queen, because I have so much going on. I can deal with that a little bit later. Now here I said goes over here. He's got no way to block it. He has to go down. What? What do you mean? He did have a way to block it. You even said don't forget the queen. The queen could block. So what's the move here? Is it just here? I was so confident too. It is there. What is this? Oh, check. Look at that. Disgusting. That's a... I'm not happy about that puzzle. I'm not happy about that at all. I think I need to complain to the manager on that one. Check. Here. Take. Here. 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 Block. Take. Oh, okay, I don't need to complain to the manager. No, that's fine. That's fine. I do need to complain to the manager. I do. I don't need to complain to the manager. It's fine. You got me. Chess.com, you got me. If I unsubscribe to my membership, Chess.com, you know it's because of this puzzle. Alright. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it.
I am pumped for the World Championship match. Too bad it's still half a year to go. And it's a shame we do not get a chance to watch the old champions like Lasker, Alekhine or Capablanca play live.
Trolls I stream every day, almost every day. Yeah, look, I think it's I don't really care about the World Championship match, to be honest. I'm not invested in it. Not this one, at least. I might watch it, but it's just, there's nothing about it which really excites me. Nepo, a couple of years ago, that was exciting. That was exciting. Seeing him go for it as a challenger back to back, that was exciting. And I was really hoping he would win it. Fabiano versus Magnus was also very exciting for me. But yeah, these ones here, I don't know. I wasn't excited watching the Ding one. I suspect we may have a new world champion, but it's just nothing is exciting. I mean, if Hikaru had have won the candidates, because he was very close a couple of years ago to qualifying for the world championship, I think that would have been amazing. But yeah, he was just out of form, I guess. So yeah, I think candidates. I like the candidates tournament. I do. Unfortunately, I couldn't really tune into it this time because one, I was working at an event during the majority of it, and two, it was on at a really odd time for me to watch. So I just didn't get a chance to watch it this time. But I really enjoy the candidates. I guess I really like the round robin format. And another one that I really like is I don't know what it's called. It's the one where they have a big knockout tournament where all the GMs go and they all knock each other out. They are in a terrible position here.
I wasn't following the chess world when the whole Hans Niemann thing was doing on. How did you experience him, Magnus, Kiskan, the reactions from other players and influencers?
It's hard to say. I personally found his analysis of his game very basic compared to what you're used to seeing. But of course, a lot of that was also influenced from other people. You've got elite level GMs talking about how poor the analysis was. I feel like he capitalized on it. I mean, now he's got a Netflix documentary on it. So yeah, I feel like he. I mean, if it brings attention to the game, is it a good thing? Yes and no. Because it's bringing the attention to the game and it's bringing it around cheating, I would say it's not a good thing. But if it brings attention to the game in a positive way, I think it is a great thing. And I actually had people asking me at work. They were like, "What do you think about this whole thing going on with that cheating allegation?" And they're talking about it as if it's fact, but it wasn't fact. It was speculation. And they're talking about top players in the world cheating against each other. That's bad, because what future does a game have if it's labeled as a game where everyone cheats? And not everyone cheats. Oh wow. I thought that was it. Because after queen takes, knight takes with check, and we're winning a piece. So I thought that was it. That's not good. What's my peak in puzzles? 63. Can I show that on screen somehow? I think I just cleared it off. So what's the answer here? That's 2 in a row wrong. That sucks. So yeah, that was correct. And then I said here, and that was wrong. Surely it's not this. No. Is it here? What? What's the difference? So here, take, and then take. I'm gonna need to go to the analysis and find out why my way is wrong. I think I could have stared at that for ages, and still got it wrong. So move, it goes here. Now what's wrong with this? Take, take, take. What's wrong here? Check. And even there, like, that's good too. Why is this wrong? Because we can take here. I thought I was up a piece after that. I thought I was winning in material because I got the because I got a knight for a rook for a knight. Yeah, complain to the manager after that one, I think. Complain to the manager. Alright. Let's have a look at some end games. Well, that's the thing. That's one of those ones where I thought I had the answer, and my answer was completely wrong. You. Yo. Let's have a look at imbalances. And let's go basic imbalance. Oh, we're almost at 5k likes. Thank you very much. Who's doing that? You're the best. Alright. Imbalance. White to move. So Zug's one. I feel like here stops the king from going across here. So either the knight or the king has to move, and we cover these two squares. So the king can't stay supporting, so he has to move. And if the knight moves, then we can just promote. So even if the knight takes, we get the queen. Thank you, trolls. You're the best. Alright, so it's not over yet. We still need to find a way to get rid of the knight. And we've got to be very careful not to fall for any forks. feel like that last move was a bit of a mistake. Oops, that's check. Well, that's an illegal move, that's not good. Am I going to hit the 50 moves here? Oh my, I hate this. Alright, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I think I just ruined it. Oh, this is frustrating. I'm just gonna play it on the board. What? There we go. Alright, and a piece is off, so now we have a... That was really difficult, really difficult. Alright, that's the first one done. Look, I reckon these are good because These are the type of positions you will get against stronger players, and you'll have to prove that you can win it. How much is this board? I think it's around 650. I think if you get it with the plastic pieces, you will save a little bit of money though. I think it's around 500-ish. 500 and 580, 590. I do have my website here. You can always check it out. Feel free to take a screenshot of that website if you want to check it out whenever you're ready. And I've done reviews on all of these boards, and I've also got links to where you can get them. What did I do that for? Oh no. I just gave away a full piece. I think I gave up too many pieces here. I think yes I am, Dominic, yes I am. Just not sure who or what or how. But yeah, I've got some plans for the future, and I'm hoping to hear some news about that very shortly. Some very big, exciting plans. I've already mapped everything out, so yeah, just waiting. I'm just playing a waiting game right now, and as we all know, the waiting game sucks because you're just sort of left hanging on like what's happening. But no, I mean, I'm always open to working with other people. But yeah, I'm also really interested in working on myself as well. Now, I think in this one here, the mistake I've made was getting rid of too many pieces off the board. So, by allowing my opponent free access to all the pieces, I've kind of put myself in a position where I've lost this game. Disappointing, but at least we learned something from here. So, I think this is a loss. Can I analyze this position? Will it let me analyze? Let's try again. I'm gonna do this one real quick to get back to where we were. So much. I hate this so much. I can't. I think I'll have to study up on how to do this a bit better, because this is kind of a yeah, that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on my imbalances in the end game. I think that will have to be the way. We got Paragon in here. I'll move up here. Now I'll think about that one for later. I got 3 days to make that move. Guys, I think I might take off now. I do have some other things I need to get done. I am planning on releasing a new video over the next couple of days, hopefully tonight, if I can get it all finished in time. So yeah, make sure you're following my main channel on YouTube if you want to see that. You can find my channel simply by searching my name, or you can go through this website here and click on any of the boards and it will take you to a video of the board, and then you can hit subscribe over there. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I will probably be back tomorrow. But if not, I'll be back the day after. And if not, then I will definitely be back the day after that. So the majority of my streams will be on Monday to Fridays, but also streaming on weekends. So guys, thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.
Don't worry about that game. It's on the next one. Yeah, he's on the next one. Clock still ticking, yeah, his lesson just begun. Pieces hit the board and his whole heart sank. Sat there staring like, how did miss that? No prep, rush moves, played it all wrong. Thought he saw the tactics, stared at it too long. Silence in the room while he's shaking his head. Beacon maybe check, just lives in his head. Every loss heavy when he's chasing the climb. Every wrong move had the wind back in his mind. Tells himself study, tells himself focus. But the score, she's staring back like he's hopeless. Looks at the board, barely says a breath. Man, he really threw that game to death. Yeah, they saying he a loser. Blunder like a club room loser. Trap his queen like nice maneuver. He's looking at the board like, who even taught him? Trains every night and still forgot the structure. Wanted to play solid, ended up chaotic. Chess got dreams, but the moves look comic. Yeah, he felt his time, yeah, he played it dumb. Whole chat watching like, what's he done? But he's writing those mistakes down one by one. Next time, he the one saying checkmate, son. So laugh right now, yeah, he